God is still in the business of making a nobody somebody. The world says, look out for yourself, but God says, look out for others, and He will look out for you. Let's talk about Esther and Mordecai. Esther was an orphan that lived with her uncle Mordecai. Mordecai was the security guard at the king's gate. Queen Vashti had been dethroned, and maidens were called together to compete for the king's heart. Esther was one of them. Esther 2 verse 9, when the girls gathered together, Esther found favor before Hagar, the man who was to prepare the girls for the banquet with the king. Verse 15 to 17, when the girls stood before everyone and the king, Esther again found favor in the sight of everyone and the king and was chosen as queen. The enemy was at work, trying to plot the downfall of the Jews, Esther's people, through Haman. Esther knew she had to pray and seek the face of God. She did that with her uncle Mordecai and the Jews. On the third day of the fast, Esther went before the king, unlike the custom, because she was supposed to be called upon to be with the king or to meet the king. Esther walked in, and the king, because of the favor of God on Esther, stretched out his scepter towards her and told her, "What is it that you want from me, my queen? Tell me, even half of the kingdom I will give to you." That can only be grace. Esther told the king to organize a banquet, and after she did that, the king went back to his bedroom but could not sleep, because the prayer and the fasting of the people of God was in motion, was at work. The king asked for the books, history to be brought back. And a man who had saved the kingdom and the king from calamity was remembered. That was Mordecai. Mordecai was remembered because the grace of God was at work through the prayers and the fasting that were made to God at the time. At the banquet, Esther made her request to the king, telling him about the plot of Haman. Haman, at the end of the day, was impaled, executed, and Mordecai took his place in the royalty of the people, wearing the apparel of Haman, the kingdom apparel, because of grace. These were people that were nobody, unrecognized. Even after doing something special, he wasn't even remembered, but for grace that made the king restless until the books were opened. In this time and season, I decree and declare that where you have been forgotten before now, you will be remembered, because the grace of God is at work in your life. Esther 8 verse 16 says, "It was the set time of the Jews, a time of gladness, a time of joy, a time of rejoicing and happiness and honor. I decree and declare to you that this is your set time of joy, of happiness, of gladness, because grace is working for you and is working in your favor." Bill Graham says that because of the mercy and grace of God, hope is given to me and to the world. Because of the mercy and the grace of God that was at work in Esther and her uncle Mordecai, hope and life was restored to the Jews, their people. Because of you, God will not only bless you, but bless all those connected to you. If you have been praying about something before now and you seem to see no result, Matthew 17:21 says, "However, this kind, some things will not go except by prayer and fasting." Go ahead Add some fasting to your request, and the Lord will honor you and give you the desires of your heart. Hebrews 13:8 says, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not give up on God. He's able to meet you at the point of your need. God bless you and keep you and make his face of favor, of grace, shine upon you and give you his peace. Shalom.